Hello and good evening, members of the Greater Gardner Neighborhood Association and guests. I am Matt Cross-Guillen with Bernalillo County Environmental Health. The point of this brief video is to give a summary of the air sampling study that was done in your neighborhood. At a future meeting, either SERCOMP or I would be happy to come and give you a more complete presentation in person. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, we will cover 4 aspects of the study: location, equipment, what was monitored, and duration. The sampler was located in a residential area just north of Griegos Road and east of 2nd Street as seen on the map. Here you can see the equipment that was used, a Minival TAS sampler. Feel free to Google that if you'd like to learn more about it before we come and present in person. Within the case is the air pump and the battery. You can see by the 2 arrows where the air flows into the machine and where the filter is placed, collecting the dust sample, which then brings us to the 3rd point of what was monitored. Both PM, particulate matter 10 and 2.5 were collected. Both 10 and 2.5 have standards because they are criteria air pollutants. And the 10 and the 2.5 simply refer to the size of each of the dust particles. Compared to the thickness of a hair, as seen in the picture, both PM10 and 2.5 are incredibly small, which makes breathing them into our lungs a health issue. Duration. We deployed the equipment on the 3rd Monday and 3rd Tuesday of each month, starting in September 2010. Each time of deployment was for a 24-hour sampling time. 10 was done first and then 2.5. So what was found? The red line on the graph shows the national standard for PM10. And as you can see, all of the air samples for PM10 that were collected are below the standard. The first sample taken in September for 2.5 did slightly exceed the standard for PM 2.5. All others were below, as you can see on the graph. In conclusion, we have 4 reminders. The data that we collected can only be considered as background data. It represents a snapshot of the particulate matter in the air for that particular day. As PM can come from a variety of sources, we can't determine which source in the surrounding community was the source of this dust for that day. More than likely, it was a combination of industrial, natural dust, and vehicle exhaust. Just as PM can come from different sources, various environmental factors can also affect the amount of particulates in the air on a given day, such as precipitation, wind direction, wind speed, factors such as those. But one thing can be said for certain, and that more sampling is needed. With more and more snapshots, a more complete picture can be created, especially within residential areas or at certain sensitive locations such as the elementary school and the other high school that exists in the close proximity. I hope this was helpful. Take care. We'll see you soon.